This is Glenn Spillman with Epic News Sports. We're out here at Thunder Valley Casino, and we are watching the Gladiator Challenge this evening. And I'm here with a couple of the refs, and you know what? Normally a lot of people don't interview the refs, and I always like to know why. I like to get into the brains of these guys. I was just back there, and I was listening to some of the things that they were talking about the fighters, and it's kind of interesting, some of the things that go on behind the scenes. And as I always tell you guys, I bring you behind-the-scenes stories. And we're talking to...
James, the educator, Fancher.
There we go.
Josh Rosenthal.
All right, Josh Rosenthal. So why don't you tell me a couple of things that... The two major things that you explain to these guys that you would think people would know, but you tell them you guys cannot do this.
That's a good question.
Okay,
Josh,
go ahead. So we as a referees, this is a professional show. We assume that people know the federated rules.
Right.
So when we go
when
we go over the rules, we get the bullet points of the federated rules. We give them the bullet points. We kind of expect they know. I don't think like in professional football that they're going over the rules before every game and letting them know. So that is one thing that's kind of weird about our sport, that we have to clarify for the rules. But that kind of dates back to when it first began, when they were adding rules as they went along. Like in 1993, there was just guidelines, no rules. And then over time and over my time as a competitor, they added a rule here, added a rule here, added a rule here. So that kind of tradition of clarifying the rules at the beginning of the event, it's almost more tradition than it is necessary. Maybe at an amateur show a little bit more, but you'll get people with no specific mixed martial arts training and maybe some martial arts training, and they may think something is legal and something isn't legal. So we clarify what is illegal. We don't tell them really what they can do. We just tell them what they can't do.
Okay, now here's a question.
And
go ahead.
You know, and as you've seen, some of the coaches, you know, they look for specifics, because every referee has their own interpretation. Like anything, there's always room for interpretation. Right. So what we're trying to do is give them what we are going to look for, the way we're going to conduct ourselves, so they know what to expect from us as officials. So
it's kind of wherever they go, and like you said, he says it's kind of, you know, common knowledge that people have, but it's like what you expect in this particular arena. It's not something that another ref would kind of give maybe the same platform.
Yeah, there's never two refs that give the exact same rules meeting. And like I said, you know, we all kind of hit fine points that we feel are things that are prominent, and problems that we're seeing at any given time, and that can be from show to show or over a length of time.
Okay, and one last question. I'm going to ask both of you the same question. What is the best fight? It could be the bloodiest, it could be the craziest. What is the best fight that you could remember ever seeing in your career?
One of my all-time favorites, and I always say this, is Babalu versus Shogun at the Global Domination Tournament. And that was, to me, an incredible match. And just that's always stuck with me as a match I walked away with some stuff from my own personal game. So
okay, and what about you?
I would have to say, so you know, new MMA fans that have come in since post-reality show wouldn't remember this fight, but Matt Hughes and Carlos Newton, the first time that they fought. So I was an aspiring welterweight, way down the ranks at the lower level shows, and so I had my eye on the UFC welterweight championship. Not that I ever got that high, but that's what I was looking at. But there was a fight with Carlos Newton putting Matt Hughes in a triangle choke. Matt Hughes, a big brawler, slammer, wrestler, picked Carlos Newton up, and Carlos Newton is in the air applying the triangle choke, and as they were in the air, they had to wave Carlos Newton's hands off the fence, and so there's some discrepancy here, and as Matt Hughes is going to sleep, he slams him, knocks Carlos Newton out, and after Carlos Newton was knocked out, Matt Hughes didn't even know he won. He's kind of up in his corner saying, "Put your hands up, put your hands." He's like, "What? I won? Really?" And so that would be my favorite fight of all history.
All right, guys, you heard it here on Epic News Sports. These are the kind of stories I could sit around a campfire, make some s'mores, and I could talk to these guys all night long. You can catch this and more on our YouTube channel and also on our website, epicnewsports.com.
Hey, thanks a lot.
All right, buddy, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Thank you.